Hi everyone, I'm Chris with The Sports Truth. The truth will set you free. And today we have a very special guest, Boltman!
I have returned! I am Boltman, son of Zeus, brother of Hercules.
Oh,
Yes.
pretty good.
It has been a long time since I've been this excited about the Chargers. If you want to listen to a 2-hour show about the damn Cowboys, then change the channel. If you want to listen to Deshaun Watson's 24 happy endings, change the channel. If you want to, you won't hear on this show that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of all time. That is on another channel, okay? You get my point.
Yes, sir.
If you want to mix politics with sports, change the channel. This is a hard-hitting show about the truth. I will tell you about your teams, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? I will not blow smoke up your ass about your team, okay? I will give you the hard facts. I hate it when they take certain teams and say, oh, well, this team has a chance to do something. No, they don't. That's what Chris and I, Boltman, will bring to this show.
Exactly.
All right. I know everybody out there has a short attention span, so we will make this quick. Let us get into the games, all right? We will start off with the Thursday night football game. Okay, we got a heavyweight championship.
We do.
You have the current heavyweight champion, the Los Angeles Rams, okay, going against the Bills, the number one contender?
Yeah.
Absolutely, okay? This is number one versus number two. This is a possible Super Bowl preview of what's to come, okay? Let me give you the breakdown. All right, let us start with the Bills. The Bills, at one point, for a short duration, had a secret weapon, okay? Named Punt God, Matt Azaria. All right, this guy was kicking 82 yards in the preseason. This is what would happen if Matt had played. He would pin down the opponent. Then Sean McDermott would unleash his top defense on them. And then after that, Josh Allen would come onto the field and clean up the mess that was left over. Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know what the hell Punt God was thinking, doing a little gangbang on a under 18. She was 17.
Yep.
What the hell? This is not the time of my father Zeus or the Romans, okay? When it was the Romans, and you can verify this,
yes,
and they battled their enemies, they would take their gold, their loot, the men would be formed into conscripts or slaves, and the women would be sex slaves, and that is the famous orgies of the Romans and the gangbangs. But it is no longer in style.
Nope. Don't
Rape
do it.
is out by any standards.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yep.
So too bad for Matt Azaria and blowing his load.
His whole career.
His whole career.
Yep.
On his load. Yes. All right, now speaking to the Rams. The Rams, this is their coronation of their Super Bowl. Do you want to lose or look bad on the day it's your birthday?
No.
Or Christmas or your graduation? No.
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay. I will give you this fact. Sean McVay is undefeated in season openers. Okay?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Because Sean McVay, boy genius, as I've termed him, or others have termed him, has a photographic genius memory. That means that you could ask him in the second season of the third game, in the 17th play, what did you run? He will tell you exactly what play he ran and what the outcome of what happened. Sean McVay has a whole year to prepare for the Bills. This is going to be a close game, but the Rams win. Okay,
Barely.
It's a great way to start off Thursday Night Football. Now we're going to get into the morning games.
Yep.
All right? We have Fly, Eagles Fly against the Lions.
I didn't know you had a little bit of him in you.
What's that?
You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, look, I am in the minority of believing that Jalen Hurts has what it takes. He's a winner, okay? He won the national championship at Alabama. He took Oklahoma to the playoffs. And then me believing in him, you believe in him too, right?
I do.
Yes.
The Jalen Hurts factor.
How did he reward Chris and I? He went to the playoffs in his first year, okay? And then they are going to win the NFC East. The Cowboys are imploding. We will save them for another time.
Exactly.
The Eagles barely win this because the Lions have Dan Campbell, biting kneecaps.
Dan capable.
Yes, he is true grit. If you've ever seen the Western True Grit, this is who this man is. He will lay down his life for his team.
That's right.
But the Lions are the Lions, and you can't get away from who you are. Eventually, your colors will show. They will play a great game. There is a reason that they were 11-6 against the spread. That means people thought, oh, this team sucks, they're going to lose. But if you're 11-6, you are a bettor's best friend. Jalen Hurts has major super recruits coming. Jordan Davis, remember this name. He is a behemoth of a man. I want to say he's 6'7", 6'8", 340 pounds with 7-foot wingspan. Right next to Fletcher Cox. He is going to blow up offensive lines. So be a believer in the Eagles because, maybe it's because I talk to Eagles fans, which are always not thinking much of their teams, but I've heard the same thing from other people that aren't Eagles fans, that Jalen Hurts is not the answer. I'm here to say that he is. If Jimmy G took the Niners to 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl, certainly Jalen Hurts can do more.
Exactly.
Okay, next, the 49ers at the Bears. The Bears are probably one of the worst teams in the NFL. Sorry, Bears fans, but this is true. Every team keeps about 60 players, right?
Yeah.
There's 53, but you have your practice squad, and you have players that are scratched for the game, but they're still part of the team.
Yeah.
When 20 of your veterans leave, that is a third of your troops. That is not good. Veterans means that you have been playing for 5, 6 years,
yes,
maybe
5
even
years.
more.
Sometimes
Okay,
4, yeah.
So you got to compare the two quarterbacks. Justin Fields has a poor offensive line, has one weapon, which is Darnell Mooney, and his number 1 wide receiver is now with the Rams. Their defense decimated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he wants a trade.
Yes.
Roquan Smith.
Now, Kyle Shanahan is a genius. All right? So what he does to avoid what happens to the Chargers and to the Raiders, West Coast teams, is that they get the East Coast sleepies. Okay? It's East Coast jet lag.
Jet lag, yeah.
Okay? Let me tell you, Boltman went to Barcelona, and the jet lag that he experienced from San Diego to Barcelona was a fucked up state of mind, okay? Jet lag, you're dreaming while you're waking. You're pissed. You're happy.
Yeah,
you take a nap. You say what day of the week it is, okay? Now, all those things don't happen to those people on East Coast jet lag, but it does mess with you. It is 10 o'clock. No, it is 7 o'clock. So, Kyle Shanahan goes days before to set up his troops to get ready for battle.
Yes.
All right? Now, everyone's saying with Trey Lance, oh, he's a rookie. Oh, he hasn't played that much in college. It doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you that the quarterback in the 49er system is an important cog in the system, but it is not the be-all, end-all, say Mahomes, say Justin Herbert, say Lamar Jackson. Exactly. I mean, the quarterback might be the 4th or 5th most important piece. I know that doesn't make sense, but it is true. Shanahan uses misdirection and motion and runs the ball, unleashes his defense, and now he has a dual threat quarterback. I am here to tell you that Shanahan is not losing to some coach named Eberfluss. What the hell kind of name is Eberfluss?
I don't know.
It sounds, I don't even know what it sounds like, but he
sounds like Everfucked.
Yeah, exactly. So that is not happening. No. Okay? In fact, there is only one coach that could beat Kyle Shanahan. Now, I know you know the answer. I know you know the answer. But if you were to not know and take a guess, who would you say are the coaches out there that could beat Shanahan?
Sean McVay?
No. He owns Sean McVay. And he owns Matt LaFleur. Both having great regular season.
I don't know.
The answer is the only coach that could beat Kyle Shanahan is Kyle Shanahan. Okay? This guy, when you're a genius, there is a madness to your genius. Yes. Okay? Why did he lose the Super Bowl? Why has he lost in the NFC Championship? It is because his other personality shows up and taunts him. Yep. And then he fires back by making stupid plays. Okay? So if Shanahan is not biting himself which he does in big important games,
Yes.
there is nobody in the NFL that could beat Shanahan. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
Steelers at the Bengals. At one point, the Steelers owned the Bengals, okay?
Not
the
anymore.
Bengals were the Steelers' bitches. But that is not the case anymore, all right?
Nope.
Yes, Pickett has looked good in preseason.
Small hands and all.
Small hands and all. But I've seen preseason, and when these quarterbacks are throwing to the wide receivers are open by 5 yards. What am I watching? College football or
Yes.
pro football? That is
College.
not going to happen. It is going to take a while for him to figure it out. Now, the Bengals, they have a Super Bowl hangover going on. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. They have a brutal schedule. They are playing at home. I will take Burrow against Pickett or Trubisky or Mason Rudolph, whatever the
Any
hell.
day of the week.
What's that?
Any day of the week.
Any day of the week.
Yep.
Exactly. So do you agree with me there?
I do agree, yeah.
Okay. Next is the Patriots and the Dolphins. This is always, yes, your little Dolphins. It's always a tough game to figure out.
I got the Fins.
Yes,
I really
I have
do.
the Fins too. Okay, so with the Dolphins, you have Tua, okay? He woke up on Christmas, and this is what he got. He got an offensive-minded head coach who used to be a coordinator.
Yep.
When choosing, you want an offensive coordinator, not a defensive coordinator as your coach. Defensive coordinators are limiting.
Yeah.
They just think defense. They can't open up their mind to the offense. And before you Charger fans get on me and say, well, Staley's a defensive coordinator, that is true, but he played quarterback, so he's omni coordinator. He understands the offense and he understands the defense.
Exactly.
And we'll get to them later. Because
course.
I will give them their due. Because it is the Chargers, of course. My favorite team.
Well, I
Your
wonder
favorite
why.
team. Yeah, exactly. I represent you guys. All right, getting back to the Patriots and Dolphins. So Tua, on Christmas, he gets a Shanahan's disciple, McDaniels.
Yep,
Mike
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Yep.
He gets Tyreek Hill, the
Oh,
number
man.
2 wide receiver in the league, right next to Devontae Adams. This guy can move in space. He can beat you on the go route. You have Jalen Waddle. In fact, I will get up and do the waddle. Oh my God. That is one of my favorite things to do. Okay? Yes. And in the back, you have Mostert. The same Mostert that ran for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns in the NFC Championship against Green Bay.
Yep.
The one time that Shanahan got it right. Had he done that in the Super Bowl, started Mostert and ran him to death,
Would've
the
won.
Chiefs would have not won the Super Bowl and it would have been the Niners.
Yep.
But that is for another day. All right. Let me see what else that the Dolphins got. Their defense is pretty good, so it all comes down to Tua.
Again, he's a
Okay.
question mark.
And Tua,
Every
you got to
time.
remember who Tua is.
Yes.
He came on the scene as a freshman, bumped Jalen Hurt Me Bad to the side, and won a national championship.
Yeah.
Okay? Injuries have taken a toll because he is a small dude. But if he is healthy and has recovered from those injuries and does quick passing and is protected by his coach, which all coaches should protect their quarterback.
Of course.
Because the quarterback and the coach form the nucleus. The nucleus is the most important part of football. Coach, quarterback. The chemistry between them. So
Well, and
hopefully,
the owner, kind of.
and the owner,
On some
as we'll
things.
find
On
out.
some teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially yours, Boltman.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Of course.
Now, when you are dealing with the Patriots and Belichick, as far as betting goes, because Boltman is a huge gambler, okay?
I bet you are.
For better or worse. Do not ever bet against Belichick. Belichick looks like he's on the ropes. He lost J.C. Jackson to our team.
Yeah.
Okay? He's lost countless people. Mac Jones is looking terrible in the preseason. They don't have wide receivers. You have Matt Patricia with the beard, defensive coordinator running the offense. What the hell is going on here, folks? It is a fucking mess, all right? But don't count out. They will not make the playoffs. In the AFC, all the playoffs go to the AFC West. Our division.
Yep.
And the remaining ones will go to the division winners. Unless you are a crazy mother trucker and you think that the Patriots will win their division over the Bills, then that is not happening.
No,
It'll be
it's
a
not.
floating 500 losing season for Belichick. The Belichick dynasty
Is over.
Is over. It is crumbling. You could only run a dynasty for so long.
Oh, I know.
Okay? All right. Going on to the Colts and the Texans. All right? The Texans are still, I want to say that they came around in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Right?
They're expansion team.
They're expansion team. They are still acting like an expansion team.
Pretty bad.
Okay?
Yeah.
They have an underrated quarterback in Davis Mills. They have a retread coach who is Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
I know
He's
that
the
coach
Bears.
from the Bears.
Yeah.
He's been stuck in college all these times. Not winning in college,
No.
just there. Okay? A complete rebuild. The Colts, on the other hand, are a completely different team. Just like I went over Tua's Christmas, I will go over Matt Ryan's Christmas. For years, Matt Ryan had coals of lump in his stocking. Okay? And that's what happens when you're with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Now, he woke up to Christmas on the Colts, and he got a brand new offensive line to protect him. Jonathan Taylor, the best running back in football.
Yep.
He just has to hand it off to him. And Michael Pittman, a nice wide receiver. Would it be nice if they had more wide receivers? Yes.
But that's not their whole offense.
But that's not their
It's
whole
Jonathan
their
Taylor.
offense. And Frank Reich is a brilliant play caller.
I know, he used to be on the Colts.
Okay? And if you need numbers, because the proof is in the pudding, then the Colts are won 32 of the last 41 games against the Texans. Okay?
Oof.
It's going to be a really bad look for Matt Ryan if he loses this first game. But he is not. In fact, that is my lock of the week. All right?
Oh, okay.
Talking
I'll write that
betting, all right?
Yeah, I'll write that down.
It ain't going on a big limb saying the Colts are beating the Texans. But when you're saying that the Colts are going to cover, then that's a whole other game.
Of course.
All right, this next game, if you are a bettor, stay away from it. It is ugliness. Saints at the Falcons. It is voodoo versus bad luck. Now, the only person that can understand where Tua is coming from is Jameis Winston.
Famous
Give me a
Jameis.
W. Wow.
No, eat the W.
Eat the W. Wow. Yeah, crab stealing.
Oh my god.
Interception throwing, injured, but he has been giving a great defense, which is now run by Dennis Allen as the head coach.
Yep.
You have Michael Thomas returning after 2 years. You have Olave, a rookie. You have Jarvis Landry. And once Alvin Kamara comes back from his suspension for giving a beat down on somebody, and this time it wasn't a woman, okay? It was another dude, so a lot less worse, because you
Still
never
bad,
want to
though.
beat down
Still
on
bad.
the woman. Yeah, it's still bad, okay? So it all comes down to him. And the Saints usually split the series with the Falcons, but the Saints are not going to lose this game because they need to stay within step of the Bucs, because the Bucs want to own the NFC South, but the Saints,
Always
who
beat
have won 4 straight against the Bucs,
Somehow.
they own the Bucs, okay?
Oh,
they
wow.
cannot afford to lose this game.
No.
All right.
What
Next,
about the Browns?
what about the Browns?
Browns and Panthers.
Oh, I skipped that one. Sorry. Yes.
How could you?
Yes, the Browns and the Panthers.
The revenge.
The revenge game.
Come on.
Listen, when you are playing your former team, revenge plays a huge part in it, okay?
Mhm.
I remember back in the day when Montana went to Kansas City and the Niners came to town. Montana
What?
outdid Steve Young, another Hall of Famer, okay? When Brett Favre was with the Vikings and went to Lambeau,
He won. Won.
Exactly. This is how it goes. Peyton Manning with the Broncos going back to the Colts. Won. Brady playing Belichick, even
Won.
though it was scary as hell.
Won.
Won. All
I'm telling
right.
you
Now
guys.
I am in no way putting Baker Mayfield in the same category as all those quarterbacks I mentioned are Hall of Famers. Right?
No, I'm not, but I'm saying in general, he's probably going to
Yeah.
win.
And you
He's
know what?
gonna get
The
revenge.
Browns are a mess. All
They
right. Browns are the tag. The theme, the meme,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, is what could have been.
The
all
Browns
right?
curse.
You had Deshaun Watson, but 24 happy endings later, he is not there for 11 games. They might as well have just given the rest of the season. He cannot come back.
Season's
Did you
over.
really expect Jacoby Brissett, a game manager, to serve when you're playing the Ravens and the Steelers
And the Bengals.
and there are limited playoff tickets, okay? So you are not getting one.
'Cause the AFC
Both
West.
these teams, Browns, Panthers, they are going nowhere. Let us go to Matt Rule. He is on his 3-year plan. He is a college coach. He is not a pro coach. I was so impressed with his press conference It all sounded good.
Went
But for
downhill.
a 3-year plan to work, or for any plan to work in the NFL, wouldn't you say that you need a quarterback?
Yes.
Right?
You need a franchise quarterback.
You need a franchise quarterback.
What happened? He didn't get
He has had Cam Newton.
Oh, God.
He has had Sam Darnold.
Ugh.
He has had other players that I forget because they are not important enough for me
Exactly.
to retain in this brain of mine. Okay?
It's okay,
Half man,
Boltman.
half God. Remember that, because Zeus is my father.
Yeah, because you're a demigod.
I am a demigod.
exactly.
Exactly. Let us not forget that. All right. So, yes, the game is being played in Carolina,
Ooh,
and Baker will get his revenge.
for sure.
Yeah, especially Baker, he's got a huge ego.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
So, he's going to do everything. And when he does everything, everybody else on the team is going to commit to him achieving his goal.
Yeah, and elevate. Yeah, they're going to win.
Exactly. If Baker thinks, if I just win this game against the Browns, I will have had a successful year.
Pretty much.
Because they will be trampled by the Bucks, by the
Oh.
Saints, by any team that
Has power.
has power.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, did we finish off on the Saints and Falcons?
Yeah, we did actually.
Okay.
You just said the Falcons are pretty much. You didn't say anything about the Falcons.
Okay, the
But I know
Falcons.
they're not doing so well.
Okay, the Falcons. It's the same thing every year. Bad offensive line. They do have some nice weapons, right?
Yeah, but no quarterback.
But no quarterback. You have
Not
a
right.
backup quarterback that has been a former number one, bouncing from one team to another. And I just don't believe in the running dual threat quarterback. You need to be able to pass. Hint, hint, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, yes, the Falcons' defense is terrible. If there was ever a rebuild, everything about this team is terrible except for a couple wide receivers
the
that they
Falcons,
have.
though?
Even the wide receiver that they got, which I believe his name is Drake London, is
Yeah.
injured. Okay? But
Don't
this is
bet
the thing
against
with
them.
the Falcons.
Yeah, don't.
Okay?
Don't
They
bet.
in no way should be able to beat you.
But they do.
Yet, when you place a bet on them, when you put money on them, all of a sudden, the one team that took your ticket to hell was the Falcons. I've seen it before.
The Dirty Birds.
The Dirty Birds have beat the Saints. They have
Yep.
beat the 49ers. They have beat, every once in a while, they will rear their ugly head and ruin your day.
Yep.
You thought that you had a nice chunk of change coming to you in the gambling world.
Nope.
As a gambler, I will tell you, there are certain teams to stay away from, including the Chargers. As much as I love the Chargers, my money gets lost when I do the Chargers. When I think that they're going to win, they lose. When I think that they're losers, they win. Okay,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that.
Of course.
Yeah, in the next segment, because the next segment will feature the afternoon games and the primetime games, which are the Sunday night football game and the Monday night football game.
Of course.
All right,
man.
getting to the Ravens and the Jets. The Jets started off very promising. Great draft, right? 4 first rounders, 4 instant starters. Now, each one of them, wide receiver, running back, edge rusher, and I forget who the last one was, but they were at the top of their class, all right? So Jets fans,
Yeah.
are you out there? Are you listening to me?
Be excited.
You should be excited, right? Okay, come a little closer. That way you can fall on your face, all right? The moment that the NFL handed out schedules, they gave the Jets the most ridiculous, hardest schedule. Look at it, Jets fans, okay? The first 9 games that you play, 7 of them are against the legitimate top NFL playoff team, division winners.
Yeah.
They have one where they go to Lambeau, as if that's not bad enough.
Oh, God.
And then they follow the second game by going to Denver, where it is near impossible to win if you are a shitty team.
Ugh.
They will stumble. They will fall.
Poor Jets.
They will probably have a 2-7 record, and the season will be over. And
But
they
they'll beat
don't-
the Ravens, though. You got
Okay,
Joe Flacco
all right.
on
If
revenge.
you think that, then fine. Okay.
I wouldn't bet, though. I wouldn't bet on that game. I feel like Joe Flacco's going to get revenge.
Oh my God, the Joe
Laugh it up,
Flacco
Boltman.
revenge.
Watch.
All right, I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong, but I'm never going to bet on that game.
Yeah.
Tell
What
me,
do the
Boltman.
Ravens have going for them?
Everything?
Okay, everything. Everybody is back. The whole running backfield that was injured last year is back. The Ravens do a great job of the 3 phases. What are the 3 phases of football?
Offense, defense, special teams.
Exactly.
Especially Harbaugh's
Okay,
special
for
teams.
whatever reason, most teams leave out special teams. Like, oh, we really don't need a kicker. Oh, we really don't need a punter. That would give you the edge that you need, because these games come down to the last second, to a
for sure.
field goal, okay? He has the best kicker that has ever lived, Justin Tucker. He's kicked a 66-yard doink that made it. He's got a 90-something%. Do you know what 90% over the course of your career?
Pretty good.
That is ridiculous.
Nate Kading.
And except in the playoffs.
Except in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
But in regular season, Nate Kading had 90-something%.
And they do a great job. They are one of the best teams at drafting. Okay.
Yep.
Especially they draft towards the defense.
Always.
They have weapons. Okay. And the biggest thing. Would you play really hard if there was a bunch of money on the line?
Yeah.
Yes, that is what Lamar Jackson is doing. Up to this time right now, there is no contract.
Oh.
Okay? So he will show them. He said once the season starts, that he will leave the contract negotiations to the side. So he will show. He will crush the Jets, in my opinion, much like the Ravens crushed the Dolphins 59-10. It is going to be
Flacco, touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco maybe 5 years ago. This Flacco has a broken arm and he's just doing it for the money. The love
I'm joking,
of the game,
guys. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I just like to see Boltman get worked
The love
up.
of the game has left him a long time ago. The last time he loved the game when he was a Super Bowl beating the 49ers.
Yep.
Exactly. So that is what is going to happen. I mean, every year with the Jets fans, it's like there's hope. This year we might, and for hope for the Jets is not winning the Super Bowl. It's not even like doing. It's just like
a winning record.
It's just a winning record. Maybe a wild card, okay? Because they are going to be the first ones crushed. I love you, Robert Saleh. You are a great defensive coordinator.
Yep.
But once again, you're a defensive coordinator. You're limited in your scope of the game, okay? Poor Jets fans. Another lost season. Before it even started. What the hell is Zach Wilson, the Zach attack with the hot mom? Oh my God. Sorry, I got a little Zeus in me, but I saw the mom. Oh my God, she's a hottie. Yes. Oh my God. He's running around and he jacked his knee. It was one of those injuries where it was there was no one even tackled him.
Phantom.
Yeah, phantom. Yeah, he juked his own knee. I don't even know if that's possible. Exactly. It's like being a basketball player and breaking some ankles, but instead of breaking the other guy's ankles, you break your ankles. So anyways, yes, that's enough with the Jets. I do not want to give them any more time.
Nope.
Last game that we need to talk about, the morning games, are the Jaguars at the Commanders. So let me get this straight. Here's the Redskins, which a lot of people found inflammatory.
Yeah.
Which I get. I mean, you made the Indian sunburned. Like, he'd been in the sun for like days, you know? And you wonder why that was taken away. Or the Cleveland Indians.
Right.
I mean, he was just as red with a funky looking nose. Why did the Chiefs get to keep the Chiefs? And the Blackhawks? I can't think of any other.
No, I can't think of that's either.
Yeah, because they're not denigrating those Indians. That's why you got it taken away. And then to make a bad situation worse, then you're the football team. Not even like elementary Pop Warner teams would be the football team.
No.
That is just ridiculous. And then now you're the Commanders. I'm going to call you guys the Cop Commanders, okay?
There you go.
Because it's
so bad.
It's so bad.
Could have been the Sentinels.
Yeah, and you know what? With the Commanders, every commander that I've read about or known about is usually misogynistic, racist, and feels that their shit don't stink.
Right.
And that exactly describes the Washington team. Because they hold on to those values. You have Daniel Snyder, the owner, that's hiding in the islands that he bought because all these big boys, rich boys,
All their toys. Yeah.
with their toys can buy islands. And then you have, Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
3 teams in 3 years.
Oh, man.
Jack Del Rio making off comments. I'll leave it at that.
Yep.
And just a mess of an organization. But the team on the other side, they have been in somewhat of a mess, not for those reasons, but for having 10 of the last 11 seasons end in double-digit losses.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
So is there a silver lining? Yes, there is, Jaguar fans. I know everybody pays attention to the Bucs because Tom Brady is there. Everyone pays attention to the Dolphins.
Yep.
There you go. Exactly. But there is hope for the Jaguars. Because a coach named Doug Peterson, the last time he whispered into the ear of Nick Foles, they won the Super Bowl. The Eagles.
The greatest Super Bowl.
The greatest
Right.
Super Bowl ever. I've seen about 40 of them
Yeah.
against the best quarterback of all time,
Tom
which
Brady.
is Tom Brady.
Yep.
Yes. And that,
We'll just about do it. I think the Jags are going to win.
yeah, take the Jags at +3
Yeah, it's a good bet.
or the money line. And even though the Jags overspent on the free agents they got and they overdrafted, how you pass up on Aiden Hutchinson,
Oh my
who
God.
on Hard Knocks looks like the next Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa,
Yep.
and you draft some guy that
Don't even
shouldn't have
remember
been
his name.
drafted maybe
Yeah.
even in the first round, just based on talent, is a product of the organization, the Jaguars. The owner doesn't quite know what he's doing, but at least the young nucleus is forming with
Yep.
Trevor Lawrence, who did amazing things at Clemson, and Doug Peterson, who has won a Super Bowl. There is something there.
Yep.
Will they win the Super Bowl? No.
No.
Will they make the playoffs? No. But this is the first year, Jags fans, that you will not have double-digit losses.
9 losses.
You will have 9. You will go 8-9.
There you
That is
go.
an improvement.
Yep.
And it is not the strongest division,
No.
as the Texans are in your division, and the Titans are crumbling, and the Colts, who knows? So I hope you enjoyed our first episode with the morning games and the Thursday night football game that we covered. And
Yep.
please subscribe. You know, if you want to listen to some an original take, hard hitting sports knowledge, along with a bunch of truth. So please subscribe.